This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
I had a dream, how beautiful. I couldn't believe how real it seems. Up on stage, in the field of green, on the wine town, the song you'll sing. When I wake up, I'll see you in Montgomery.
Demonstration of
True.
Nukes, we know that for you, it's all about flavor. You want unique combinations that truly tempt your taste buds. Culinary classics that go to all. You like being served fresh takes on old favorites. All in a fun, stylish, casual place to be. All we want is to see that smile when you take your very first bite. So come see us at Nukes Eatery.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
And welcome back into Patterson Field, downtown Montgomery, Alabama, as Game 2 is set to take away. Game 1 ended as Mobile won 7-0 against Martin Methodist, but this Game 2 is versus number 3 William Carey Crusaders and the number 6 Bethel University Wildcats. Daryl Puckett here with you on the broadcast. We'll quickly go over the pitching matchup and starting lineups for both teams. First with the visiting Bethel Wildcats. On the mound today for the Wildcats will be Garrett Perry, 4-4 on the year, 2.61 ERA, making his 12th start on the season. On the mound for the Crusaders will be the starter. Now this guy is a first-team All-American, talking about All-Conference as well, but Gavin Culpepper, 8-2 record on the season with a 3 even ERA, making his 14th start on the season. So Gavin Culpepper will go up against Garrett Perry of the Wildcats. So it's promised to be a pretty good matchup. Strong pitchers. Of course, Game 1, you'll most likely see the ace, ace hole of the deck, as you would say, for each team. But first, we'll start with the visiting lineup. The number 6 Bethel University Wildcats, 17-24 overall in the season, at 500 in the conference, at 13-13, led by skipper Rusty Thompson. And first of the leadoff, playing second best will be Wes Warren. Batting second, playing short is Kendall Atkinson. Batting third, playing right is Lucas Riddick. Batting fourth, playing first base is Sam Seaton. Playing third, batting fifth is Ismael Sanchez. Batting sixth, doing the catching behind the plate for the Wildcats is Chase Howell. Batting seventh, playing left field is Michael Brasili. The DH today for the pitcher Perry, Colton Kell. And wrap it up, batting 9, playing center field will be Cody Owen. So that's 1 through 9 again. Warren, Atkinson, Riddick, Seaton, Sanchez, Howell, Brasili, Kell, and Owen. And now for the number 3 team in this Southern States Athletic Conference Championship Tournament. Starting with the leadoff, playing short, it's Cody Christian. Batting second, playing second base is Tyler James. Batting third, playing center is Tyler Richardson. Batting fourth, playing first base is Michael Wells. Batting in the 5-hole, doing the catching today for the Crusaders is Nick Lowell. Batting sixth, playing third base is Larson Barkern. Batting seventh, playing right field, Alex Buechler. Batting eighth, playing left field, Charlie Belair. And batting eighth, doing the DH today for Culpeper, the pitcher, is Jordan Anderson. So again, 1 through 9 for William Carey. Christian, James, Richardson, Wells, Lowell, Barker, Buechler, Belair, and Anderson. So it looks like Bethel is just getting done warming up on the field, doing in and out. And so we'll take a quick break and return to you for first pitch here at Patterson Field. Game 2 of 4 here in the SSAC Sports Network. We'll return right after this. You're listening to Southern States Baseball Conference Championship, Patterson Field.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast. 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 This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
And back here from Patterson Field, Daryl Puckett here with you on the broadcast. It's between number 3 William Carey and the number 6 Bethel University team. And it's 3 versus 6 in this matchup. Game 4 today in the first round here on the SSAC Sports Network. And right now the coaches are out at home plate, just exchanged some words with the umpires, going over the boundary rules and whatnot on the field. But just wanted to give a shout out to Josh Hollingsworth. Thanks for the email, man. Just wanted to throw this out. That Asani, that's how you actually pronounce his game. It, I will say, fault on mine, but sometimes it's difficult. You don't have SIDs walking around. But anyways, Josh, thanks for the email. And sorry about your torn UCL. Josh Hollingsworth was, from what he says in the email, was a member of the ball club there for Mobile. So sorry about that, man, but I do appreciate your email and whatnot. You can email me with questions of concern. We'll have a trivia question later on this game, and that might be along with my Today in Baseball History little segment I like to do in each broadcast. Didn't get to the last game, had a few other things, but no doubt we'll make it to this game. So look for that later on with opportunities to win it not, and to just have fun with Today in Baseball History. So then again, thanks Josh Hollingsworth, and you can email me at dpucket14@gmail.com. That's also on my Twitter feed at Daryl Puckett on Twitter, just at Daryl Puckett. You can find that on Twitter or Facebook. And also, I believe Sam Kneehans might have retweeted a few just to get it out there with my email as well. So, no doubt, send those questions and concerns on to me throughout the tournament. I'd be more than happy to send you a reply back and have a little fun with it. So, thanks again for joining Game 2 of 4 here today between number 3 William Carey and number 6 Bethel University. We'll go on the mound again for the Wildcats to be Garrett Perry, 4-4 on the season, 2.61 ERA, making his 12th start. And on the mound for the Crusaders is Gavin Culpepper, 8-2 on the year with a 3 even ERA, making his 14th start. So Bethel, though, led by skipper Rusty Thompson, 17-24, 7 games under 500, but right at even at 500 in the conference at 13-13. So for Bethel, this is a big game. If they can come out and get on top and win game 1 of the first round for themselves, bracket, and hey, that's a big notch when you're talking about in this tournament. It's good to go ahead and get ahead. So for Bethel, they haven't fared well in conference play overall, but we'll see them in this game 1 up against the number 3 William Carey Crusaders, led by skipper Bobby Halford. They're 28-21 on the year, 7 games over 500, and 18-10 in the conference of the Southern States. So it'll be William Carey on the field. First up, again, pitching for them is Culpepper, Gavin Culpepper. The lineup looks like this for Bethel University. Again, batting first, Wes Warren. Batting second, Kendall Atkinson. Batting third, Lucas Riddick. Batting fourth, Sam Seaton. Batting fifth, Ismael Sanchez. Batting sixth, Chase Howell. Batting seventh, Michael Vasili. Batting eighth is Colton Cowell. And wrapping it up, batting ninth is Cody Owens. So that'll be 1 through 9. Warren, Atkinson, Riddick, Seaton, Sanchez, Howell, Vasili, Kell, and Owen. And he'll be going up against the starting pitcher, for Gavin Culpepper Crusaders. So that's going to be an interesting matchup to see there. Culpepper again 8-2, first team conference player, pitcher-wise, 8-2, 3 ERA, making his 14th start. And the thing about Culpepper is that, he's been strong all season, making his 14th start. He's had one complete game. No saves on the year. He's pitched 78 innings worth. That right there shows you this guy is a workhorse and he can stay on the mound for a while. Only 26 earned runs on him against his 41 runs that actually scored. Has 91 strikeouts and only given up 14 doubles on the year. So he's a guy that's going to work you in and out. Big, tall righty on the mound. And one thing I like about righties like Culpepper is that, it seems like they control throughout. Keep a low pitch count, even though he does have 91 Ks. Can strike you out, or he can pitch to contact. So Culpepper will be going up against this lineup of Bethel that is led by Warren at the top, a 335 hitter average on the season. He's got one dinger, 23 runs batted in, and 11 doubles on the year. So Warren is going to be the leadoff man for Bethel, and he's been a guy that's really led the season hitting offensively for the Wildcats, and kind of how he goes, kind of start the game is really where this game is going to go offensively for Bethel. So the defense will look like this for William Carey. From left to right, as I read it, Belair, Richardson, Buechler. From third to first, Barker, Chris, James, and Welms. And behind the plate's Lowe, and on the mound's Culpepper. So a solid start overall looking in this game. And, again, winner of this game will go on and play the winner of Game 3 right after this here on the SSAC Sports Network. That will have number 2 Faulkner right here out of Montgomery, Alabama versus number 7 Bruton Parker out of Georgia. So winner of that game will go on to play tomorrow, 7 overall at 4 p.m. So Warren will come to the plate being the leadoff man.
This is a demonstration of wire.
See what he can do offensively to kind of get started here. Warren again, 335 average. Has 11 doubles on the year. And here's Culpepper through the long delivery. First pitch, fastball on the outer half for ball 1. So first pitch of the game is a ball from Culpepper. Here's Warren in the box, batting around. Here's a pitch, fastball again. Outer half just misses. It's 2-0.
Demonstration of wire.
So top of the first inning, it's 2-0 in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Still tied up 0-0. 0-0. Here's a pitch from Culpepper. Fastball inner half, strike 1. It's 2-1. So Warren, he's got one dinger, 23 runs batted in, and if you look at a leadoff hitter, that's pretty solid stuff. So here's the pitch from Culpepper, the 2-1, fouled off behind the plate to the screen. It's 2-2.
Demonstration of Wirecast.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes in the count. Well, also later on in this game, I like to look around the 4th inning. We'll take a look into the Major League scoreboard, give you a few scores and games to look forward to there. A little Rays and Braves report, as people around here like to call it. Here's Culpepper, the 2-2. Ball's going to be hit right up the middle. Gets past the diving James. And that'll be a leadoff single for Wes Warren to start this game for Bethel University.
This is a demonstration.
So Warren's on first, and up next will be the shortstop, Kendall Atkinson. So Atkinson will come up. Right under 300 at 298. He's got 3 bombs and 22 runs batted in. So Atkinson will take his place. The right side box, batting lefty against the big Ronnie Culpepper. Takes his time on the mound. Now makes a throw to first. Warren dives in safe. Throws back to Culpepper. So Atkinson out there.
Of Wirecast.
Only one hit. Already one hit in this game. One up, one hit. Good swing by Warren. Here's a pitch from Culpepper. In the dirt. Picked up by Lowell nicely. He regains it and throws it back. It'll be 1-0. So in this tournament, you know, it's a double elimination tournament. But, you know, if you come out straight out of the losing bracket, you know, you make your way to the end. You got to win 2 games in the championship round. A little bit tougher. First to Wells, just to check up the speedy Warren. So Culpepper, ball behind him. Still trying to get his call. Warren has 10 stolen bases on the year. Here's the pitch. Ground ball out to short. Picked up. Flipped over to second. Here's the throw to first. And they're going to call him safe. So Warren will be pushed off the 6-4. A fielder's choice for Atkinson over at first. And there'll be one down. Batting third coming up in this lineup. It'll be right fielder Lucas Riddick. Riddick batting the same as Atkinson, right under 300, 298. He's got 11 runs batted in with 13 doubles on the year. So here's a lefty. 2 lefties in a row in this lineup. Here's Riddick. Looks on Culpepper trying to get his fastball outside. Ball 1. Ball, no strikes. Culpepper on the mound. They get 8-2. He's got on the year. Here's a pitch. In the dirt, fastball, ball 2. So Culpepper, 78 1/3. I mean, he's really a workhorse for this team. William Carey all season long. Opponent average, they're only batting .234. Here's a throw to first, not in time. Slides back is Atkinson. So we'll do it again, 2-0's the count. But 91 strikeouts, that's a high total for any pitcher. Here's the pitch. Swung on, out to second, picked up, flipped over to second by James. No throw to first. That'll be the fielder's choice. So that will X out Atkinson over at first as James turns it to Christian for the 4-6 put out. And up next will be the first baseman, Sam Seaton. On his team, second in home runs, batting .326 with 5 dingers and 33 RBIs. So the righty will dig in. First baseman, got a runner still in first. That's Riddick now. Culpepper kneels down, comes set. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in their outer half, strike 1. So it's 0-1. Culpepper pitches to Seaton, top of the first inning. Still Wildcats nothing, Crusaders nothing. 2 outs. And here's another pickoff over to first. A little close this time to Riddick, but it's a no-go. So Seaton, on-base percentage of .379. He's on a lot. Here's a pitch, ripped out to third, picked up, over by Burkhern. He's going to throw it to first, and it's picked in the dirt. And they're going to say he got him. So Burkhern throws over from Wells, backhands it, and makes a nice 5-3 put out. And that'll do it for the top of the first inning for Bethel. So after the top half of the first, when we come back, it'll be the bottom half of the first, and William Carey will lead it off with Cody Christian, the shortstop. Your score is Crusaders nothing, Wildcats nothing on SSAC Sports Network.
I had a dream, a beautiful dream. How real it seems up on stage in the field of green on the winding river. And a song you'll sing when I wake up. I'll see you here in Montgomery, where dreams come true. I had a dream.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Bottom half of the first inning, SSAC
Wirecast.
Baseball Conference Championship brought to you by Nuke's Eatery. Also, if you enjoyed our little 30-second spot, the Capital Dreams here in downtown Montgomery, Alabama at Patterson Field. But now it's the bottom half of the first, and shortstop Cody Christian will come up for the Crusaders. 297 hitters, got 1 home run, and 18 runs batted in. The lefty will dig in against Garrett Perry, the 4-4 pitcher. Here's the first pitch, hit out to right field. It's going to stay up and a dive out in right field by Riddick, and he'll get it for out number 1 here in the bottom half of the first inning. A line drive out to right field. I think it started off quick. Riddick dives out to catch Christian against Perry. And that'll be 1 down. Up next, the second baseman, Tyler James. He's in the righty. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, ball 1. James, 274. He's hitting on the year. No home runs, 15 runs batted in. Here's the 1-0. Here's the hit. Ground ball out past third. Out to short. Here's the throw off his back leg. And it's going to be blocked up by Seton at first. Good job to keep that ball in front. And that's going to be hitting the infield, so James Tyler will leg out the infield single. So up next, the center fielder, Tyler Richardson. He'll come up for William Carey. And on first is a speedy James. You have to watch out. Take off at any moment. He's one of those guys that can get going. James has 27 stolen bags on the year. Here's a throw over, not going to get him. Garrett Perry just looking out. Perry there on the season. Again, he's 4-4, 2.61 ERA, making his 12th start. He's from the stretch, looks around. He's got 5 complete games. One of those resulting in a no decision. Here's the second. Here's the first pitch, outer half for a ball. It's 1-0 to Richardson. But Perry's given up 75 hits, 21 earned runs, walked 11, and he's got 47 strikeouts. Good news, only 8 doubles. Here's the throw to first. Slides back in times James. But hitters only batting 270 off of him. Comes set from the stretch. The pitch. Ground ball hit between the hole, first and second. James is rounding second. He's going to make his way to third. Here's the throw, slide in safe. And here's the throw at second. Both runners are safe. It's going to be a single for Richardson. James is going to advance all the way to third, and Richardson will advance to second on the throw. So right now with 1 out, runner on third and second for William Carey. And the first baseman, Michael Wells, is coming to the plate. He's been one of those big hitters for Crusaders all year long. The lefty will in 299. He's got 32 runs batted for number 33 and 34 this. So Perry in some trouble. He'll take on to the rubber, comes set. Gets the call from Howell now. He'll come up. And here's the pitch. Fastball outer half, just going to miss. Ball 1. So Wells, he's got on the season 47 hits. One of those guys that can get around, slap the ball. Here's a 1-0. Fastball inside, strike 1. And it's 1-1. So Perry trying to come back in this count. It's all tied up. 1-1, 1 out. We're on third and second. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Ball 2. So it's 2-0 or 2-1 to Michael Wells. On deck is the catcher, Nick Lowell. And Lowell, the thing about him, leads the team in home runs. He's got 6. So here's Wells on the mound. Perry, a little bit of trouble for Bethel. Here's the pitch. Fastball rides a little bit too far into the lefty. And now it's 3 balls, 1 strike. So 31's the count. And William Carey on the season, you look at it,
Demonstration of Wirecast.
they've scored 284 runs to opponents 230. Here's the 3-1. Swung, hit out to left field. Coming on as the left fielder is Basili. He'll catch it and throw it to the cutoff man. He'll get all the way to the catcher, Howell. That'll be out number 2. So Wells is going to line out to left field to Basili. And 2 down. So up next is the catcher, Nick Lowell, with 2 on and 2 out. James is on third and Richardson's on second.
This is a
So a single is going to score
Wirecast.
James, no doubt. You're going to come up in this game 1-0. With the potential of Richardson coming on. Richardson's got some wheels too. So Perrin trying to dig his way out. Crusaders have 2 hits. Bottom first. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball inside. Strike 1. So it's 0-1. On deck is Larson Barkern for William Carey. So it's Perry back on the mound.
This is a demonstration of
Takes a glance at third to James. Brings it to the plate. Fastball inside. A little bit too far, and it's going to be ball 1. Tiny out there by the home plate blue. That pitch was right on the edge. I mean, if I was sitting back there, I would probably call it a strike, but tough luck. So it's 1-1's the count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, and it's going to be popped up. It's going to make his way out to shallow right field. The second baseman's going to come on against Warren, and that's going to do it. So Bethel gets out of it with leaving 2 runners on for William Carey, and Garrett Perry gets out of the. That'll be end of 1. It's Wildcats nothing, Crusaders nothing. We'll return. Listen to SSAC Sports Network.
At Nukes, we know that for you, it's all flavor. You want unique combinations that truly tempt your taste buds. Culinary classics that go to a whole new level. You like being served fresh takes on old favorites. Fun, stylish, place to be. You want smile when you come see us at Nukes Eatery.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Top of the second inning. Bethel will come back up. This time, third baseman Ismael Sanchez will lead it off against Gavin Culpepper. Culpepper some trouble himself. He looked good, though, in the first inning. So the lefty, Sanchez, will dig in. On the season, 274 is his average. He's got 6 doubles, 7 home runs, and 15 runs batted in. So Sanchez, a powered lefty, is stepping in. Here is Culpepper, first pitch. Fastball is hit high and tight right side, and it's going to be just foul. So Sanchez jumps on the first pitch, and that looked like it might have been home run number 8. Shout out to SID at Bethel University, Derek Hubble. He's ready for some SSAC tournament action. And Derek, we appreciate you emailing us at the email. Again, the email is right after 1 from Culpepper. Fastball inside, 0-2. Again, the email to talk with me is at dpucket1t14 at gmail.com. Find that through the retweet off the SSAC Twitter page. Here's Culpepper, though, too. Fastball swung through and missed. Strikeout. And on that strikeout, number 1 for Gavin Culpepper. And strikeout 92. So that'll sit down Sanchez. And up next will be the catcher, Chase Howell. So Howell come in, Roddy versus Roddy. Howell batting 306. The first pitch, ground ball hit up the middle, but picked off by Culpepper, and he slings it over to first to be a 1-3 putout. So a nice solid contact hit by Howell. Goes right in the middle and picked off by Culpepper. That's a gold glove type of play. More like a Craig Maddox. So 1-3, it's 2 down. And up next, the left fielder, Micah Braselli. So Braselli will stand in at 266 for the Roddy. Looking to see what he can do. Here's the first pitch. Fastball a little low outside for a ball 1. So Braselli's got 15 runs batted in, no home runs. But here's the stat, 9 doubles. So looking for number 10 right here will put Bethel in a good position with 2 down. Here's the pitch. Fastball is going to be called for a strike, and it's 1-1. And here's the 1-1 pitch from Culpepper. Swung down, hit out to left, ground ball picked up, thrown to first, and it's going to be a 5-3 putout as Barkern picks it up. Nice job by him at fielding his position in the hot corner, and he takes a throw to Wells at first base for a 5-3 putout, and that'll do it for the top of the second inning. So we'll return. It'll be the bottom half of the second. And Larson Barker, who just made the play at third, will be the leadoff. Your score is Wildcats nothing, Crusaders nothing. You're listening to SSAC Sports Network.
Beautiful dream. I couldn't believe how real it seemed. Up on stage in the field of green, on the winding river, and a song you'll sing. When I wake up, I'll see you. Montgomery, where dreams come true. I had a dream.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
What do you download?
So bottom of the second inning, back on the mounds, Garrett Perry for the Wildcats. At the plate for Crusaders, third baseman Larson Barkern. So Barkern, 312, average on the year, so he's a guy that hits for average. Batting the 6th hole, Perry taking his time. He's going to come on far left side of the rubber. Come through, wind up. Here's the first pitch. Swung away, hit right side. He's going to stay in, out warning track, and it's just in the stands. Strike 1. So first pitch swing by Barkern, lifts one foul. Barkern, 22 RBIs on the year. He's got 8 doubles himself.
Demonstration of Wirecast.
48 hits on the season, and he's also scored 22 runs. Here's the pitch in the dirt. It's 1-1. Those guys, you know, he's slugging a solid 364. If you got runners on, he's going to probably get a hit. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ripped a shot down left field, down the line. Barkern's around first, taking a trot out to second, and he's going to be in for a stand-up leadoff double here in the bottom of the second inning. So Barkern on second after the leadoff double. Now bring up right fielder Alex Buechler.
Right fielder, Alex Beckler.
So Buechler up there now. And Perry started off both of these bottom half of innings not so hot. He's given up 2 singles already. Just gave up that double, so 3 hits off of him. And no outs. So up to the play is Buechler. He'll dig in. 301. He's batting on the season. the Roddy versus Roddy. Here's Perry. Takes a glance at second, and he steps off. So Buechler, he does have one home run. He's driven in 33. 41 hits on the season for him. Looking for hit number 42. Most likely will be an RBI. Here's Perry. Fires the pitch in the dirt outside. Ball one. So it's 1-0. You know, I kind of feel like giving a little teaser of the Major League scoreboard. You know, we'll probably do that. Jump in there a little bit. Rays are in action right now. We'll get in a second. Here's Perry. Takes a glance, looking back and forth. Fires the pitch away, 1-0. It's stroked right side, out of play. It's going to be 1-1. So Buechler, the count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs, runner on second. How about this for the Rays? It's all tied up, bottom of the 6th inning against the Yankees, 2-2. Smiley's on the mound for Tampa Bay. Drew Smiley. And we'll tell you about him in a second. Here's the pitch, 1-1 in the dirt. 2-1. Drew Smiley actually made a rehab start for the Biscuits on the road in Jacksonville. Almost went the distance in that game. So Smiley, if you remember, he was a lefty that got traded over from the Tigers. He was a member of that really stellar pitching rotation. Here's a 2-1. Swung, hit right side, out of play. And it's 2-2. So Drew Smiley pitching for Tampa Bay right now. It's tied 2-2, bottom of the 6th inning. Probably my favorite the Reds. They're playing Milwaukee, so the Brewers out in Cincinnati, and they're up by 1, 3-2 in the bottom of the 7th inning. So that's a little bit in the Major League. We'll tell you a little bit later on about that. But the count's 2-2 to Alex Buechler at the plate for the Crusaders. Perry's got a runner at second. Look back and forth. Now comes the plate. Time will be called. So no pitch. Again, William Carey, though, on the season has outscored their opponent by 54 runs, 284 to 230. So, you know, they're a team that can score a lot. Here's Perry. Comes to play, the 2-2. Swung on, hit right side, up in there. Warning track, in the bullpen, out of play. So we'll stick 2-2. The first game here on SSAC Sports Network between Martin Methodist and Mobile. The final of that was the Rams beat the Red Hawks. So Mobile play the winner of AUM and Belhaven. That'll be game 4 later tonight, 7 p.m. And the winner of this game between William Carey and Bethel will play the winner of Faulkner and Bruton Parker. That's the next game here, scheduled for 4 p.m. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Fastball in the dirt right down the middle. Now it's full, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. On deck is left fielder Charlie Belair. So Buechler has a prime opportunity right here to get his team up in this game, 1-0 with a hit. Coming set on the mound, Garrett Perry. There he comes, 3-2 pitch. It's just inside. He's going to be looking, and Alex Buechler will take a seat on the bench. That's the first strikeout for Garrett Perry, and more importantly, out number 1 in the bottom half of the 2nd inning. So Buechler will take a seat, and up next will be Charlie Belair. And Belair, the left fielder, batting .350 on the year. Has the second highest batting average on the team, batting 8th in this lineup. He's got 21 hits with 4 runs batted in, looking for 5. Here's Perry, glances at second, comes to the plate, fastball over the top inside, strike 1. So that's one thing you've seen Perry do is, you know, he's a guy that's going to give up some base hits, but pretty good at getting out of jams by himself. He works the count, usually pretty high. He's got 24 pitches total in the game. Here's the pitch to the plate. Again in the dirt outside. It's 1-1. So Perry's, you know, he's one of those guys for Bethel, for a team that hasn't done too well in the season when you just look at their record. I mean, it's just 7 games under 500 at 17-24. But they are even in conference play at 13-13. So this is bigger for Bethel in the opening round for them to go ahead and get the win. Here's Perry. And time's going to be called. He'll make the pitch anyways, but it won't count. So the count is 1-1 to Charlie Belair. Jordan Anderson's on deck, the DH for the pitcher, Gavin Culpepper.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So Belair will dig back in, righty on righty action. Here's Perry, glances again at second, comes at play. Ball's going to be ripped up the middle, past a diving second baseman in Warren. Runner's going to come around second, all the way to home, and he's going to score on a RBI single to right center. So Belair gets it done. Barkern's going to come all the way around in to score. And, you know, that's what happens. You lead off an inning with a lead. It's a good chance you're going to score eventually. So Anderson will come up next. A 277 hitter, so it's righty on righty again. And Belair will be over at first base. Belair's got 11 stolen bases on the year. So he's a guy that can run on the base path. So with one down, Crusaders have 4 hits. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, inner half for strike 1. It's 0-1 to Anderson. Anderson, though, he's got 2 home runs, 16 runs batted in. He's got power for a 9-hole hitter. Here's Perry, comes set. Ty makes a pickoff move to first, but not in time to Seaton, and he'll toss it back to redo it. The count's 0-1, 1 out. Bottom half of the innings, 1-0. Crusaders lead over the Wildcats with 4 hits. So here's Perry coming set again. Fires the pitch. It's going to be popped up. It's going to go right side over to Seaton at first base, and he's going to catch it. And that'll be out number 2. So coming up next will be the shortstop, Cody Christian. He'll come into play. His first AB, he flew out to right field. That was a play that he came up first pitch. He swung line drive out to right field to Riddick, and Riddick made the diving catch head first out in right field. Down. Christian will come up the lefty with a runner on first, and your score is 1-0. Crusaders with the lead. Here's the first pitch. Roped again over to first base, and line drive caught by Seaton. And you're talking about bad luck for Christian. He's lined out twice in this game. He's only seen 2 pitches. But that'll do it for 2 innings of play, but not before William Carey takes the lead 1-0. When we come back, it'll be the top of the 3rd inning, and coming up to the plate will be Colton Kell for Bethel, the DH. Your score reads 1-0. Crusaders lead by 1 when we return. You're listening to SSAC Sports Network.
Beautiful dream. Couldn't believe how real it seems. Up on stage in a field of green. Winding river on a song you'll sing. When I wake up, I'll see you here in Montgomery, where dreams come true.
Demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Top half of the 3rd inning. It's 1-0. Crusaders lead by 1. Wildcats will come up to the plate with Colton Kell, the DH. And Gavin Culpepper, he's got 1 K through 2 innings. He's pitched well, only give up 1 hit. Here's the windup in the pitch from Culpepper. Swung off, popped up in the air, right to the pitcher Culpepper. And that'll be a first pitch, first out. Wildcats already out of one. And up next will be the 9-hole hitter, Cody Owen, the center fielder.
Center fielder.
So Owen will come up. Lowest batting average on the team. Batting ninth, 229, 2 RBIs. The righty will dig in. And here's the pitch from Culpepper. Fastball outer half for strike one. The count's 0-1. Owen, though, 16 hits. He scored 12 runs. And he's slugging 271, 9 stolen bases. So that's Owen's stats. And here's the 0-1 pitch, 1 out. Hit out to center field, pop up, and Richardson will get up under it. No, it's going to fall right in front of him. Looks like he couldn't see. He said he was blinded, maybe by the sun. And that's going to fall in for a hit. Mental error out there, but still hit as Richardson just lost it in the air. But Owen will be on with a 1-out base hit. So up next will be Wes Warren, the second baseman. And Warren's first AB. He lit off with a single right up the middle. He was later crossed out from a 6-4 put out of a fielder's choice. Here's a throw. Snap over to first. Gets past first baseman Wells. And going over second, it's Owen. And he'll stand up on second base. That's one thing that we talked about in game one is that this field has so much ground to cover. It's a gravel track outside on the backstop running around the entire field. So if you make a bad throw, it's going to go all the way out into the right side or wherever it's at, all the way to the gravel, and with more opportunity. So off the bad pickoff. And he'll take his time, step out, call time. Culpepper again, 8-2 on the year. He's got a 3 sub. Even ERA right at 3, making his 14th start. And this guy's, he's an overpower. Here's the first pitch. Fastball inside, strike one. He's one of those guys that, he's such a big physical mound. He can just really overpower you, and that's what you see with his 92 Ks on the year. He's a guy that can really come right at you, or he can strike you out. Either way, he's going to beat you. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball in the dirt outside.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So Warren at the plate. Again, he's 1 for 1. The single he had, he was either a race, put out at second base. And here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off right side out of play. And it's 1-2's the count. Warren, the send back. 5'8" senior from Henderson, Tennessee. He'll dig in again.
Of Wirecast.
Take it at the plate. Culpepper on the mound's ready. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Outer half. No, he's going to get him. And he's going to go down looking with a strikeout. That's the second strikeout of this game for Gavin Culpepper. And there's 2 down. And Kendall Axon comes back up. The lefty, he'll dig in. The shortstop, reached on a fielder's choice, his first AB. So 2 down, a runner still at second. That's Owen.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
And here's the pitch. Inside, breaking ball, ball 1. So 1-0. Again, defensively, it's how William Carey looks from left to right. Belair, Richardson, Buechler from third to first. Barkern, Christian, James, Wells behind the plate's Lowell, and Culpepper on the mound. So he takes a breath, looks at second, set. Here's the pitch, hit out to left field. It's a line drive. Running it down is Belair, and that will be out number 3.
This is a demonstration.
So they're going to leave a runner on second base in scoring position off 1 hit. So that'll do it for the top of the 3rd inning. So when we return, it will be Tyler James, the 2-hole hitter, the second baseman, will come to lead off for William Carey. Your score is Crusaders 1, Wildcats nothing. You're listening to SSAC Sports Network.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Lead off the bottom of the third inning for the Crusaders, second baseman, Tyler James.
So back here, SSAC Sports Network, Game 2 between William Carey and Bethel. Patterson Field, bottom half the third inning. Garrett Perry still on the mound. Tyler James, second baseman, is up. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be bunted foul down right side. Their first base, it's 0-1. And really, you know, my opinion, what's going to win this tournament is going to be simple. Which team has the deeper rotation, the deeper bullpen, and the host of pitchers? Because this is going to be an all-out pitching duel. Here's the second pitch, 1-1 to James. James, a 5'11". He's a freshman from Slidell, Louisiana. Here's the pitch, inside, ball 2. That pitch, it was a little fastball, two-seamer, rides in, so it's 2-1. Here's the look, the fastball, outer half, strike 2, it's 2-2.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
And Perry starting to gain some momentum on the mound. Here's the windup in the pitch, outer half fastball, trying to frame up Howell. But it's going to be called a ball, so the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to James. And here's a 3-2. Swung, fouled off to the backstop. He'll stay 3-2. William Carey, their last few games really look like this.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
They won 12-3 against Tougaloo. Here's a pitch, swung on, hit up the middle, past a diving Atkinson. And that's going to put Richardson on with a lead-off single here in the third. Or put James on, excuse me. So James is on first, and Richardson's coming up to the plate right behind him. James, again, we said he has 27 stolen bases, so he's a guy that can fly on the base pass, and it's a complete nightmare for pitchers. So Perry's going to come back, set on the mound. He's from the stretch. Couldn't even get it out. So the stretch comes, pops out of it, makes a throw to first. So James is safe. So back to Perry. Mid over his face. Now he comes set with ball and glove. Looks on. Takes a glance at James again. And makes a pitch at the plate. Fastball outside. Ball 1. So it's 1 ball, no strike. Richardson. And Richardson, 6'1" junior from Bluff City, Tennessee. Move to first. James going to slide in safe. So that's really, in the first game we saw a lot of pickoff moves, a lot of runners taking off. This game, not so much. But William Carey's got 1 run off 5 hits. Here's the pitch to the plate, in the dirt. James is taking off. He's going to slide in head first for a stolen bag.
Wirecast.
So James takes second. That's his 28th stolen bag of the season. And Richardson now has a runner in scoring position on second base with a 2-0 count with no outs in the bottom of the third inning. Perry's given up 5 hits. Only 1 run, though. He's done good work getting out of jams. So he takes a glance at second to James. Now fires it away. Hit out right side. Foul. And that'll be 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, after this game, it will be number 7, Bruton Parker, taking on number 2, Faulkner. That game's set to start at 4 o'clock p.m. And after that, the late game, number 8, Belhaven versus number 1, Auburn Montgomery. Richardson looks on. He's set. Ball's ready. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball inside. Ball 3. So 31's the count. No outs.
Wirecast.
Bottom of the third inning. And Crusaders are threatening with James on second base. A speedy James, I should say. Anything to the right side is going to at least advance him, potentially score him. So Perry, 4-4 in the year. He's going to step off and kind of pump fake to second, not throw. 4 in the year. 2.61 ERA. Making his 12th start. And you sit here on the match sheet for pitchers, and
Wirecast.
Garrett Perry to the staff. Making his 12th start. Looks on, takes his time. The 3-1 pitch. Swung. Stroke out to short. Picked up by Atkins. It makes a throw to first. That'll be a 6-3 put out for Richardson. And that'll be one down. So the runner, James, he does move over to third, even though the ball was hit to short on the left side of the field. But he got a good jump on it and pushed his way to third base. So up next will be the first base, Michael Wells. His first AB, he lined out to left fielder to Brasili. So the one out, a runner's on third. Wells at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Batting .298. Here's the first pitch. Fastball outer half. Not going to get the call, though. It's 1-0. Tough break right there, but for Garrett Perry again, you know, he's pitched 72 and a third, giving up 75 hits, only 21 earned runs, though, on the season. That's not too bad. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Fastball outer half, misses again, and it's 2-0. This is a guy you don't want to make a mistake to. He's got, on the season, 32 runs batted in. So here's a pitch to the lefty. Outside again, it's 3-0. No action in either bullpen so far in this game, as both teams are pretty confident in their starting pitchers so far. Here's a 3-0 pitch. Hit left field. Ball in front of the left fielder, Brasili. And James is going to walk on in to be another run. It's going to push up, so a one-out single to left field is going to score Tyler James. And Michael Wells is on first base with a single and an RBI.
Catcher Nick Lowe.
Your score is 2-0. Crusaders lead the Wildcats by 2 runs. And Nick Lowe will come up, the catcher. He's 0 for 1, so the righty will work in, take his time, left side of the box. Now he's ready. Takes a glance at first to Wells is Perry. And here's a pitch. Fastball to half, strike 1. 0-1 to the catcher Lowe. And Lowe, the junior out of Satsuma, Alabama. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung, hit out to right field. In the gap, it's going to land him one hop off the wall. One runner's going to come around third, but they're going to hold him up for a one-out double. Here in the bottom half of the third inning, it's 2-0 your score, but the runner, Wells, will be held up at third base. But Nick Lowe will be on second, and what a smash. He hit that one a long way, and a pinch runner's going to come in. That's going to be Chris Miller, so Miller will come in and pinch run for the catcher, Lowell. So Chris Miller now at second base, pinch running for the catcher, Nick Lowe, who just doubled off the right center wall. And up next will be a third baseman, Larson Barkern. The righty will dig in. He's 1 for 1 so far in this game. Had a double in the last half of the second inning. He also scored. So 1 for 1 is Barkern at the plate. Here's the first pitch in the dirt, breaking ball, ball 1. So it's 1-0 the counts. Behind him is Alex Buechler, the right fielder. But Barkern, he's got 22 runs there, and the catcher, Howell's going to call time, go chat with his pitcher, Perry. But now it's bottom of the 8th. Throw it back to the Major League scoreboard. It's 8-2. Brews over Reds in that matchup. 2-1 at one point. And now looks like that game has got out of hand by 6 runs. So we'll jump back and forth between the Major Leagues and the Southern States. Just give you a little taste of the Major League scoreboard. 1-0 with 1 out. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled off behind the plate. It's 1-1. So Barkern sitting in there from Bethel, Mississippi, 6'1" junior. He'll take his time, swinging the bat back and forth. Here's the pitch, swung through and miss in the dirt, and it's going to be a strike. It's now 1-2, and Barkern's got to be careful here. He has a prime opportunity
This is a demonstration of
to get an RBI. If he gets a hit, determining where it's at, 2 runs would score. And here's a pitch, and it's ripped down third base line, but caught by the coach over on third base. That's going to be a nice play. Bobby Halford, good job, skipper, over in third base in the coach's box, makes a grab. So the count's 1-2 with 1 out. 2-0's your score. Crusaders lead by 2 runs. Garrett Perry for Bethel, a little bit of trouble trying to get out of it right here. Looks on, gets a call. Here's a pitch, and it's ripped out to left field down the line, and it's going to fall right in front of Brasili. 1 run's going to come in to score. It's going to be 3-0. So a 1-out single to left field right in front of Brasili, and 1 run will come in to score. That'll be Wells. Wells will score. Miller is going to move over to third base, and Barkern on first with a single and an RBI with 1 out.
Right fielder, Alex Beckler.
This is a demonstration of wire.
So Alex Beekler will come up fielder. 301 hitter, 1 home run, 33 runs batted in on the season. So the righty will come back up against Perry. Takes a glance at first and third. Here's the pitch in the dirt outside, ball 1. His last at bat, he struck out. Struck out looking.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So Perry trying to get himself out of trouble out here. Could do it with a double play. Here's the pitch. Swung through and missed. Strike 1. 1-1's the count with 1 out. Third base playing behind the bag. Short and second in the midfield. Playing back near the grass. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside breaking ball. Ball 2.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So it's 2-1 the count to Buechler at the plate for the Crusaders. Garrett Perry just trying to get out of this inning. It's pitched well. Here's the pitch. It's going to be swung at, just barely hit out to the pitcher Perry, and it's going to be a 1-3 put out. That'll be the second out here in the bottom half of the third inning. But Barkern's going to advance to second, so now 2 outs, a runner on third and second, and coming to the plate is and Bel Air. He's got a single so far in this game. He's 1 for 1.
Left fielder, Charlie Blair.
So Bear, getting the 6-foot freshman from Belle Chase, Louisiana. We'll dig in here with 2 on third and second. He can make it 5-0 with a single. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, just misses down the middle, ball 1. So it's 1-0. Again, this is game 2 of 4. You can catch them all here on the SSAC Sports Network via our YouTube channel for live coverage. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Stroked out to right center. That's going to land in, score 1 run. The other runner's coming around. That's going to score 2 runs. So a 2-out, 2 RBI single to right center for Bel Air. And that's going to make it 5-0. Miller's going to come in to score. Barkern will as well. Now you see Bethel, a little bit of action going on in that dugout. Looks like it might be a pitcher soon. Be warming up for the Wildcats. And 4 runs have scored in the bottom half of the third inning off Garrett Perry. So Perry comes set, high stance. Here's the pitch. Hit out to center field, up in the air. Going back is Owen. And he'll be up under it for the third out, but not before a few runs come in. It's 5-0. 4 runs here in the bottom half of the third inning. 3 innings of play here in Game 2 at Patterson Field. Your score is Crusaders 5, Wildcats nothing. We'll return. You listen to SSAC Sports Network.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
At New, for you, it's culinary that go to a level and serve recipes on favorites. Fun, stylish, casual place to be. All we want is to when you take your very. So come see us at Nuke's Eatery.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Here at Patterson Field, game number 2, and coming up to play for Bethel will be right fielder Lucas Riddick. Still on the mound for the Crusaders is Culpepper. He's been going strong. Here's a lineup in the first pitch. Fastball up high outside for ball 1. So trivia question coming your way. I'll let you know that in the bottom half of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Bunted at. It's going to be laid down. Catcher pick it up low. Throw to first, and he's going to get him. A 2-3 put out, and Riddick will sit down. A good idea by Lucas Riddick, though, because it seemed like it caught everybody off guard. Culpepper didn't know what to do, but good job low behind the plate. Had an idea, was aware enough to come out and get it, and that's one down. So up next, the first baseman, Sam Seaton. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out to third base. So here's Culpepper, the windup in the pitch. It's going to be ripped out. It's going to fall over the head, right off the glove of Christian at short. He made a long dive out into short outfield and left field. And that's going to be the 3rd hit of the ball game. So Seaton will be on first. So you see there, last 2 pitches, you've got a hit and you've got an out, but Bethel staying aggressive, still at the plate, down by 5. Here in the top of the 4th inning. Now to the plate, Ismail Sanchez struck out his first AB. Here's the pitch, outside fastball, ball 1.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
And through 3 1/3, only 31 total pitches for Culpepper. 22's been strikes and only 9 for balls. So he comes set. Here's a pitch. Fastball paints outside corner, strike 1. It's 1-1. So again, bottom half of the 4th, we'll give you the trivia question. Culpepper comes set, takes a glance at first, now gets a call from low. Here's a pitch, swung through and miss is Sanchez, and it's going to be 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. Looks on, 1-2's a count. Fastball high and outside, ball 2, it's 2-2. Sanchez.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Here's a 2-2 pitch, swung on, hit right side for a single out to right field. And with 1 out, there will be 2 on. And Wildcats are threatening right here in the top of the 4th inning. Seaton moved to second, Sanchez to first, so back-to-back singles, and that'll bring up the catcher, Chase Howell. Howell's 0 for 1. His last AB hit a rocket, 1 hop right off to the mound, and Culpepper made a nice play, catching it open side, and made the play at first. So Howell comes up, 306, 14 RBIs on the season, has a chance to get number 15 here. Here's a pitch, fastball, it's swung, hit up right side. First baseman Wells is coming on, and he'll make it in foul territory for out number 2. So Michael Brasili, the left fielder, he'll come up now with 2 outs and 2 men on. One on second, one at first.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Left fielder Michael Brasili.
So Brasili digs in. He's 0 for 1, grounded out to third, his first AB. And here's a pitch. Fastball, outer half, strike 1. It's 0-1.
It sounds different.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So no balls, 1 strikes, 2 outs. Brasili at the plate for Bethel. Pepper still on the mound. Looks on Culpepper, the 0-1. Fires it away. Fastball swung through and miss. And it's 0-2. We'll give you a little bit of a teaser. Today in baseball history for this game, it happened all the way back
This is a demonstration
in
of
1939. Happened in Yankee Stadium. A legendary Hall of Fame player. We'll come back bottom of the 4th and let you know the rest of the story. The 0-2 pitch, breaking ball, swung away and missed outside. And that's going to be another strikeout for Culpepper. And that's his 3rd on the day. And that's going to be Albert gets out of a jam, and Bethel leads 2 runners in on bag, 1 in scoring position at second. So that'll do it. So when we return, it'll be bottom half of the 4th inning, and shortstop Cody Christian will lead off for Crusaders. Your score is 5-0. William Carey leads over Bethel. We'll be right back. You listen to SSAC Sports Network.
Where dreams come true.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Fourth inning, it's 5-0, and Crusaders lead. We'll come back and give you a trivia question of the day. It's a 2-part question, 2 different questions altogether. The first question is, last year, who won the Southern States Athletic Conference Baseball Championship here at Patterson Field? Again, last year, who was the champion of this very tournament last season? So that's part 1. Part 2, tell me about Derek Jeter, the shortstop. Now, Jeter's on top of the give you that of all-time hits list. Jeter will give you, has a lot of hits. Here's the first pitch, outside, ball 1. And Christian starts out in the count with the lead. So 1 ball, no strikes.
Of Wirecast.
But Jeter top 10. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and it's fouled off behind the plate. It's 1-1. Jeter in the top 10. We'll give you how many hits he has. He has 3,465 hits. The question is, where is Derek Jeter in the all-time hits list? Here's the pitch, 2, the 1-1 in the dirt. It's 2-1. And first question, part 1. Who won the Southern States tournament last season here at Patterson Field? And question 2, where is Derek Jeter in the top 10 list? Pitch is going to be hit right side between the hole, first and second. He's going to be on with a hit is Christian. So a leadoff hit will put Christian on first base. And Tyler James will come up again. James is 2 for 2, 2 singles and a stolen base and a run scored. He's had quite the day. So James will come back up, getting his average close to 300.
Demonstration of wire.
Got 28 stolen bases, 15 RBIs, and time will be called at the plate by James. So again, second part of the question will be, Jeter has 3,465 hits. Where does he land in the top 10 all-time hit list? Here's the pitch. Try to bunt it. Here's the throw to first. A tag. He's going to get him. Howell throws it to Seaton. And Christian's going to be tagged out. So what a throw. It's one down. And the count's 0-1. That's what happens when you're trying to get a little bit too much of a lead. Start dozing off. Tired off the pickoff from Howell at the plate. So here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, outer half. Just going to miss, though. Not going to give it to him. And it's 1-1. So you can email to dpucket1t14@gmail.com. Second pitch is in there. Breaking ball, outer half. It's 1-2. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. Swung up the middle. And picked off right off the glove. It hits the top of the head of Perry, but he knocks it down and makes a throw to first for a 1-3 putout on James. So a leadoff single was a pickoff from Howell behind the plate. And James grounds out to Perry at the rubber right on top of the mound. And now there's 2 at the bottom of the 4th inning. So up next will be the center fielder, Tyler Richardson. Richardson will come up. So far in this game, he's got a single and a ground out to short. So Perry wind up. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball, outer half's got strike 1. And I tell you, it seems like so far in this game, the further we get along, more command Perry has of his breaking stuff. Here's the wind up, the 0-1. Fastball, inner half for strike 2. It's 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball. It's hit out to short and takes a big bounce off the edge of the grass in the infield. And it's going to make its way out to left field for a 2-out single for Richardson. Just bad luck right there. Atkinson had the play, was in the right position, but came right off a weird hop again off his infield. And that's a single. So up next will be Michael Wells. He's 1 for 2, has a single in left field.
Of Wirecast.
So no emails yet about the trivia question. I guess people are trying to Google it.
What was the trivia question?
Here's the first pitch, outer half for ball 1. Again, I'll repeat the trivia question. 2-part. First part was who was the Southern States champion of last year here at Peterson Field. And the second part of the question is, where's Derek Jeter at in the all-time hit list? Here's the 1-0. Runner's taken off. There's a hit and run. Ground ball to first. Is going to be picked up by Seaton and tagged first by himself. So that will end the threat as William Carey just kind of, by getting picked off at first and, had a little bit of luck getting that hit out to left off the edge. But Perry does good work in trouble, so he gets. And that will do it through 4 innings. So through 4, it's 5-0. Crusaders lead over the Wildcats. When we return for the top of the 5th inning, you're listening to SSAC Sports Network.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
We know that for you, it's all about flavor. You want unique combinations that tempt your taste buds. Classics that go to a whole new level. You like being served fresh takes on old favorites. Fun, stylish, place to be. All we want is to see that smile when you take a bite. So come see us at Nuke's Eatery.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Top of the 5th inning, it's 5-0 Crusaders lead. Back on the mound's Gavin Culpepper. And he'll face the leadoff in the top of this inning will be DH Colton Kell. But back in 1939 today in baseball history, on April 29th, all the way back in 1939, on a chilly Saturday afternoon at Yankee Stadium, Lou Gehrig comes to play in the 4th inning and singles off Washington hurler Ken Chase for his 2,721st hit. And his last hit will continue then in second. Culpepper's on the mound, working strong so far in this game. He's got 3 Ks. He's got 94 on the season, approaching 100. Here's the first pitch, outer half, strike 1. So it's 0-1 to Kell. But that's his last hit. He ended with 2,721, the most ever in franchise history at the time. Here's the pitch, 0-1, swung through and miss. It's 0-2. The Iron Horses record will stand for over 70 years until Derek Jeter, another 35-year-old, so Gehrig get 35 as well. Old team captain surpasses the mark in 2009, so Jeter passes Gehrig in 2009. Pitch fastball goes too far inside for ball 1. Almost nicks Kell. But it comes back out. It's 1-2. So pretty interesting. You know, you like that. 2009 at 35, Jeter passes Lou Gehrig. All-time hits list. Next pitch, fastball inside. It's 2-2. So that's for today in baseball history. Back in 1939 on April 29th. All those many years ago. So that'll do it for today in baseball history for this game. Look for another one in Game 3 and so on in Game 4. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Fouled off over to the dugout to William Carey right side. It stays 2-2.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So 3 Ks so far in this game for Culpepper. And here's the windup, the 2-2. Hit out to second, driving James. And that's going to hit to lead off this top of the 5th inning for Colton Kell. So put Kell on first with no outs. And next, the center fielder, the 9-hole hitter, Cody Owen, who singled in his last AB. Now Owen, he was left on. He was straining on base at the top of the 3rd, over on second. So, you know, Bethel's had their chances with runners left on. They just haven't been able to sometimes at different points to really get the hit they needed. That's a 5th team hit, by the way, by Kell. Here's Owen. First pitch from Culpepper in the dirt. It's 1-0. So 1-0 is the count. Culpepper with no outs. Kell's on first. Owen at the plate. Comes set. It's Culpepper. Looks on. Fires away a fastball inside for a strike 1. It's 1-1. So 1-1 the count. 5 hits total through 4 innings. Top for Bethel. Here's the pickoff over to first. Just a little lazy throw.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So 1-1's the count, 5-0. Crusaders lead in this game. Here's the pitch, outside, a little bit too low for ball 2. It's 2-1. Deck is Wes Warren, the leadoff man for Bethel. Be nice to get him up with 2 guys on, but right now, no outs. Kell's on first base after the leadoff single. Owens at the plate. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Inside, fastball just a little too low, and now it's going to be 3 balls and 1 strike.
Wirecast.
Again, we'll give it to you. Trivia question. First part, who won last year's Southern States title in the conference? 2-1 pitch, outside, breaking ball, gets it a fall. Now it's full, 3-2. And second half is, where is Derek Jeter in the top 10 all-time hits list in the major leagues? Scott Cheney, our video producer. Good guess. And here's a 3-2 pitch. Ball's going to be hit. Shortstop, caught by Christian. He'll take second himself and throw to first, but not in time. And no one will get the fielder's choice. So Kale's crossed out from the play by the shortstop, Christian, as he just takes it himself, tags on the bag. Trying to make that, I guess, Jimmy Rollins kind of play. Now, Jimmy Rollins, guys, likes to take a double play himself off the second base bag and turn it to one.
This is a demonstration.
But up to the plate now, the second baseman, Wes Warren for Bethel. He'll dig in. He's 1 for 2. He's got a single and a strikeout. Here's the first pitch. Hammered right up the middle past Culpepper. And with one out, there'll be a man on second and first after the Warren single. So Owen's going to move to second. On first is Warren. 6th hit for the Wildcats. And Kingle Axon will come up now, the shortstop. He'll bat from the left side. He's 0 for 2, but he did reach first base off the fielder's choice, but he flew out to left field once. So 0 for 2 in this game. He'll come up. Culpepper takes a pitch, fouled off left side, out to the bleachers, and it'll be 0-1. So 0-1 Atkinson. On deck is Riddick for Bethel. And again, the next game here, Bruton Parker versus number 2 Faulkner. As Faulkner, one of the local teams here in Montgomery, as well as AUM. Here's Culpepper, takes a breath, comes set, and there's Belt. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit, fouled off left side. It's going. It's going to hit the stands. So 0-2 to Atkinson. And a prime opportunity to get strikeout number 95 for Culpepper. He's up in the count. And even though he's given up 6 hits, he's really controlled the pace of this game. His command has been very superb throughout. He's hit his spots. Hasn't walked a batter yet. 0-2 pitch from Culpepper coming to the plate. Fastball high and outside. Ball 1. It's 1-2. We'll jump back in the major leagues. Bottom 7th. All tied up in Minnesota between the Twins and Tigers, 7-all.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Here's Culpepper, ball behind his back. Now he comes set and rest. Clenches second, fires the plate, and swung through and missed, but it's foul. Almost got another strikeout right there, but the catcher couldn't hang on to it. Is low behind the plate. So a decent crowd out here. You got to think maybe more local people as AUM and Faulkner start to come out. Fill the stands here at Patterson. So 1-2 is the count. Culpepper to Atkinson at the plate. 1 out. Top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Fastball. It's hit out to first base, but just foul. So we'll stick it 1-2. So 1-2 the count, 1 out. Atkinson, he's got 39 hits on the season. Here's the pitch. Ground ball out to third. Picked up. Flipped over to second to James. Here's a throw at first, and he's picked it out of the ground. 6-4-3 double play, and that will do it for the top of the 5th inning. So the threats are raced once again, and Culpepper gets out of it, and Bethel leaves 2 men on. So that'll do it for the top of the 5th. We'll return. It'll be bottom of the 5th inning, and Nick Lowe, the catcher, will come to lead off for the Crusaders. Your score is 5-0. William Carey leads over Bethel. We'll be right back. You're listening to the SSAC Sports Network.
At Nukes, we know that for you, it's all about flavor. You want unique combinations that truly tempt your taste buds. Culinary classics that go to a whole new level. You like being served fresh takes on old favorites. All in a fun, stylish, casual place to be. You want want is to see that smile when you take your very first. So come see us at Newt's Eatery.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Bottom of the fifth inning, 5-0 Crusaders lead, and they'll be back up to the plate. And trotting back out on the mound is Garrett Perry. No action in the Wildcat bullpen yet. A little bit in Crusaders. Somebody's over there getting warm. So Perry out. Excuse me, new pitcher in. Treese is in. We'll stay there in a. Here's the first pitch from Treese. Breaking ball outside, ball one. That's going to be the low. So it's 1-0. Clay Treese is in the game. Second pitch, fastball, inner half. That'll be ball two. So one of those guys slipped through. So Clay Treese on the mound. Breaking ball up high. It'll be 3-0. So Clay Treese, 2-3 on the season, making his 15th game appearance. 5.50 ERA, 36 innings pitched. Here's a 3-0 fastball taken for a strike, outer half. It's 3-1. So here's Treese, the windup and the pitch. The 3-1 fastball outside, paints it. It's 3-2. Batters are batting 3-1 off. There's a 3-2 pitch. Foul to the screen behind the plate and stick 3-2. 28 Ks though on the season. 37 innings pitched. 5.35 ERA for the righty. And here's the pitch, a 3-2. Swung, hit, right side, out to right field. Riddick's going back, and he's going to make charge and make the catch. So out number one, Lowe's going to fly out to right field, and it's going to be a new batter coming up. It's going to be third baseman, Larson Barkern. Barkern's 2 for 2. He's got a double and a single, and has also scored twice.
Third baseman.
So 11 hits in this game for William Carey. 5 runs off 11 hits. So Treese will get the call from Howell, make the pitch, fastball, swung and fouled off right side in the stands, strike one. So here in the bottom of the fifth inning, it's 5-0. William Carey leads Bethel. Here's the pitch, high and outside, 1-1. Number 6, Bethel, playing number 3, William Carey. Again, our next game, game 3, will be between number and here's the pitch. Breaking ball up high, 2-1. We against number 7, Bruton Parker, and number 2, Faulkner University, the Eagles. That will start at 4 o'clock, scheduled time. Here's the 2-1. Fastball a little low, now it's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. We'll glance in the standings in the Southern States. Just to recap what happened in the season, here's the 3-1. Swung through and missed, 3-2. Good pitch by Treese. But AUM won the regular season title. 36-16 overall and 25-5 in conference play. Here's the pitch. Line side, just misses down the line in right field. And he'll stay 3-2. Behind there, 42-12 overall, 24-6. William Carey comes in at third, 21 overall, 18-10 in Southern States play. Here's a 3-2. Hit right side, line drive out to Riddick, but he'll get up under it for out number 2. So Riddick will retire the first 2 as 2 pop-ups out to him. And it'll be 2 down. Up next will be Alex Buechler, the right fielder. He'll come up being 0 for 2. He struck out his first AB and
Right fielder.
Grounded out to the pitcher in his second.
This is a demonstration.
So 5-0, and William Carey trying to add on here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch, fastball up high, ball 1. Behind William Carey, Martin Methodist, 26-15 and 14-12 in conference play. That's 4th. The pitch outside in the dirt, 2-0. Behind that, in 5th, Mobile at 34-18 and 16-4 in conference play. Bethel sits behind them. Here's the pitch. Going to hit outside with a fastball. It's 2-1. 17-24 and 13-3. And behind them is Bruton Parker. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fastball just misses outside a little low. And it's going to be 3-1. But Bruton Parker, 17-20, 10-15 conference play. Here's the ball, a ground ball, foul down third base. And it's 3-2. Now the count's full.
Is a demonstration.
That's Bellhaven, 33-22 overall, 11-18. Guess we go ahead and finish that. We'll tell you that. Behind Bellhaven was Blue Mountain. Here's the pitch up high for a ball, so that's going to walk him with 2 outs. Buechler will take his spot over on first base. That's the first walk in this game. So up next will be Charlie Belair. Belair will come up. He's 2 for 2, 2 singles. So 2 outs around on first is Buechler and Belair at the plate. So Roddy versus Roddy. Up 5-0. Here's the pitch. Fastball in inner half, strike 1. Not a lot of velocity on Teresa's stuff on the mound, but more of a control guy. He's moving the ball inside and out around the zone. Here's a pickoff for throw to first, not in time, and he'll slide safely. But Blue Mountain right behind Bellhaven at 9, 17-20, 19 in conference play.
Wirecast.
Got Loyola behind them. Here's a pitch, swung through a miss. Here's the throw at first, blocked up by Seton as Howell. Trying to make it 2 for 2 with pickoffs at first, but the count is 0-2 now to Bel Air with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And to wrap it up is Middle Georgia, 17-32 and 7-23 in the Southern States Conference play. So that'll wrap it up your conference record. The 0-2 pitch is outside in the dirt. It's 1-2.
Is a demonstration of Wirecast.
And here's a pickoff over at first. And it's 1-2 of 2 outs. 5-0's the score. Here's the pitch. Outer half. Breaking ball just misses.
Wirecast.
And now it's 2-2. A little bit of Twitter action out here. I'll take a look at that. Looks like the Bethel University Twitter page. Pitch, swung through and missed. Strike number 3 and out number 3. So Barrow will sit down with a strikeout, and that will end the threat. Runner left on first is Buechler, and that will do it for 5 innings here in game number 2. We're in turn be top of the 6th inning, and Lucas Riddick will lead off for Bethel University. We'll return. Your score is Crusaders 5, Wildcats nothing. You're listening to Southern States Athletic Conference Sports Network.
I had a dream, a beautiful dream. I couldn't believe how real it seemed. Up on stage, in the field of green, on the winding river, and a song you'll sing. When I wake up, I'll see you here in Montgomery, where dreams come true.
This is a demonstration of wire.
Top of the sixth inning, 5-0 Wildcats are up to the plate. Stills Gavin Culpepper. Leading off will be Lucas Riddick, the right fielder. So we do have a winner of the trivia question. Didn't necessarily do it the method of asking, but we'll give it to you. We'll give it to Bethel University. Tweeted at SSAC Sports on Twitter. We'll tell you the answer right after first pitch. Here's Culpepper to the plate. Fastball misses way and outside. Ball one. So the answer was Southern Poly. They won it last year. The Southern States title here at Patterson Field. And Derek Jeter on the all-time hit list is number 6. So we'll figure out what to give you. Here's a second way back to the backstop. It's 1-1. So, Scott, I'm not even sure, I don't know if that merits a shirt, maybe, I don't know. Not sure, it came from a school's Twitter page, so I'm not really sure who to give credit to. So here's the 1-1 pitch, outside, almost good for a strike, but it's going to catch for a ball. It's 2-1. Now, you can send all these things to me, just at Daryl Puckett on Twitter, or send me an email. It's spelled DPUCKET4@gmail.com.
Demonstration of Wirecast.
And here's Culpepper, the 2-1, outside with a fastball. It's 3-1. But congrats to Bethel University on getting the trivia question right. We'll figure what's up. Talk to Sam Kanihan, assistant commissioner, see what he can do. Here's the 3-1 pitch. To the plate, it's ripped right up the middle past his shortstop, Christian. And that's going to be a leadoff for Riddick. So if no outs, Riddick will lead off with a single. And Sam Seaton, the first baseman, will come up now with a man on first. That's the 7th hit that Culpepper's given up, but he hasn't given up a run yet. Here's a pickoff over to first, not in time. Throw it back to Culpepper for William Carey. So Culpepper taking his time. He's up to 64 pitches now. Takes a glance at first. Here's another throw. Almost got him. It was close. And he'll slide in safe. So Riddick playing a little close over at first. Good job by Culpepper. That's a quick little move. So here's the first pitch to the plate to Seaton. Looking ahead. Now he's going to make another throw to first. Safe again. Now he's going to say he balked on that one, so Culpepper worrying too much about the runner. And he's going to advance off the balk. So, huge opportunity. It's starting to get a little bit late in this game. Top of the 6th. Bethel still doesn't have a run. They're down by 5, and this would be a prime opportunity for Bethel to capitalize off the balk. Here's the pitch to the plate. Breaking ball inside, just going to miss. It's 1-0. And honestly, each time Culpepper's missed, it hasn't been too far away. Here's the 1-0. Fired away. Fastball outer half. Be ball 2. This is exactly what Bethel needs. Pitch count still pretty low, though, for Culpepper, around 66. He comes set on the mound, takes a glance at second. Now fires it away. Ripped out to left field. It's going to be just fouled, though, down the left field line. And it's 2-1. Seaton thought he had one there. Riddick was more than halfway to third. He was going to score all day. That was going to be a no-out RBI single. Maybe even a double. So Culpepper left one over the plate, almost paid for it. And it's 2-1. Scores 5-0. Crusaders up in this one. And here's the pitch. Outer half. Did he go? They're not going to call it. And it'll be 3-1. Good job for Seaton sitting back and waiting on it. Shout out to Brad Chappell via Twitter. Here's the pitch. Inside will catch it. 3-2. Brad Chappell listening from out in Tennessee. He says, go Bethel. Good to hear from me. Here's the 3-2 count. No outs. Runner on second. Here's the pitch, and it's hit. High and fly ball out to left field. Shortstop Christian's giving chase, but Bello's going to come on, but Christian will take it from him out in left field. And that doesn't give enough time for the runner Riddick at second to really do anything. And that'll be out number 1.
Demonstration of Wirecast.
So up next, the third base, Ismael Sanchez.
Third baseman, Ismael Sanchez.
So now, Rusty Thompson, wrong skipper Bobby Halford will come out, and he's going to chat with his pitcher Culpepper. Some action over in the bullpen for Crusaders.
Demonstration of
Looks like Culpepper trying to make his case to stay in this game. 1 out, and one thing Culpepper's done, he's found a way in every spot in this game when he's been in a jam to somehow find his way out. And he's did a good job. Zeros across the board so far through 5 innings, and here in the there's 1 out. And it looks like they're going to leave him in there. At this point, he's starting to get up in his pitches, and he's at 70 right now. You got Ismael Sanchez coming up. He's 1 for 2, struck out. He's got a single. The lefty will pop in for Bethel, but if you got a guy at 70 pitches and he's pretty much your ace, you might as well just let him go the distance here in the 6th inning. See how long he can go. Here's the first pitch. Swung through and miss outside, strike 1. So it's 0-1 with 1 out, and Bethel, they've been so close in this game of finally getting on the board, but William Carey's just done an exceptional job fielding-wise. Culpepper's doing a good job pitching, get out of it. Here's the second pitch, swung through and missed. Fastball inside, it's 0-2. Sanchez, his first at-bat where he struck out, we talked about his power. He took one almost out right field but went foul. And ever since then, he's gotten down early in counts. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Culpepper. Fastball and right field side out to the gravel path. And it'll stay 0-2. Sanchez batting .277. He's got 7 bombs, 15 runs batted in, trying to make it 16 right here with a swing. It's 0-2 with 1 out, top of the 6th. Here's a pitch from Culpepper, inside in the dirt. Nice pick from Lowell, and it'll be 1-2.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Comes set, takes a glance at second. That's Riddick over there. Here's the pitch, breaking ball, and just gets a piece of it. At the plate is Ismael Sanchez, and it'll stay 1-2. His head on that one, but was able to stay in. So up in the count is Culpepper on the mound for William Carey. But Sanchez at the plate, the lefty, 1-2. 1 out here. 7 hits total in this game for Bethel. Through 5 1/3. Comes set. Culpepper. Here's the pitch. 1-2. Swung through and missed. Out number 2 and the second strikeout for Sanchez. So he'll take a seat, and up next will be the catcher, Chase Howell.
Catcher, Chase Howell.
Howell will come up in this game 0 for 2. Gurning out to the pitcher. And right out to first base in his first AB. So Lowell's going to call time, go talk to Culpepper real quick. The winner of this game will go on tomorrow and play at 4 o'clock. They'll play the winner of Faulkner and Bruton Parker. That game's right after this one for Game 3 on SSAC Sports Network. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball inside, strike one. So it's 0-1 with 2 outs. After Faulkner and Bruton Parker, the late game, number 1 Auburn Montgomery versus number 8 Belhaven. That looks to start at 7 o'clock. Here's the pitch. Up high, fastball for a ball. And it's 1-1. So Howell, he's a guy come through. Someone needs to come through with a base knock with a runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch, 1-1, fouled off, line drive right side, and it'll be strike 2, 1-2. Howell's got 44 hits on the year. How about this, though? He's only scored 5 runs himself. So another guy to really run the bases is Howell. Looks on, 2 outs. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked up by Lowell. Good job. And I'll stick the count 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning, 5-0. Crusaders lead the Wildcats of Bethel University. And whoever takes a loss in this game, it's going to be a tough loss because both teams have really played well. Here's the pitch, the hit and run, ground ball out to short, picked up by throwing to first, and that'll be a 6-3 put out. And that will retire the threat. Once again, Bethel will leave another guy on second base in scoring position. So that'll do it for the top of the 6th. We're going to turn, will be the bottom half of the 6th inning, and Jordan Anderson will lead off when we come back. The score is Crusaders 5, Wildcats nothing. We'll return. You listen to SSAC Sports Network.
We know that for you, it's all about flavor. You want unique that truly tempt your taste buds. Culinary classics that go to a whole new level. You like being served fresh takes on old favorites. All in a fun, stylish, casual place to be. All we want is a smile when you take your very first bite. So come see us. At Nukes.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Five to nothing's your score, bottom of the 6th inning. And Crusaders with a 5-run lead will come up to the plate. And that'll be Jordan Anderson, the 9-hole hitter. He's 0 for 2. Has flew out to first base and out to center. So 0 for 2 coming up right now. Bottom of the 6th inning, up 5-0. Back on the mound still is Clay Treese. Treese on the mound. Has done good work coming in for Garrett Perry in relief. Has kept this game right where it needs to be. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball outside. Nasty 12-6. And that'll be 0-1 is the count.
Demonstration of Wirecast.
Anderson, 272 batting right now. 292 on base percentage. Here's the pitch. Another breaking ball outside. Just misses though. This one, it's 1-1. So shout out to Allie T for sending in an email to dpucket14@gmail.com. Here's the 1-2 pitch outside, breaking ball in the dirt, and it's 2-1. Her question was simply, what time does AUM game start? And AUM will first pitch scheduled 7 o'clock. Here's the pitch outside for ball 3, 3-1. But AUM number 1 in this tournament, number 1 seed, will go up against the number 8 seed Belhaven Blazers team. That's scheduled for 7 o'clock. Here's the pitch, ground ball down third, foul, and now it's full, 3-2. So, email, keep them coming. We'll have more questions, more random highlights, more today history, just to keep us along. Here's a 3-2 pitch, outer half, and just misses. And that's going to walk Anderson. He's going to go over to second. And, you know, really, that's only the second walk in this game for both teams. It's been a pretty clean game pitching-wise. Up next will be Cody Christian, leadoff man, playing short. He's 1 for 3 with a single. He's lined out to right field and third and over at first. He's only seen 3 pitches today. Here's a pickoff over to first to Anderson.
This is a demonstration of wire.
Only got 2 stolen bases on the year. Here's the pitch. Come in, try to slap bunt, but he's going to hit it foul, so it's going to be 0-1. And again, coming back to it, you know, really how difficult is it to lay down a bunt? You even see in the majors, you know, it's such an easy thing to do when you're talking about in practice, you know, part of the game hitting-wise. But, you know, whenever you get in the game, it seems so hard. Here's the pickoff to first. Not in time, though.
Demonstration of Wirecast.
But, you know, it seems so difficult sometimes just to lay down a bunt. I mean, you know, playing back in high school. Here's another pickoff throw. Not going to get him. Slides back in time. But, hey, you know, that'd be a pretty good trivia question. What is percentage of bunts actually laid down after coming in? Here's a pitch. Going to be popped up out to third base. Shortstop, it looks like he's going to call it off. And they're going to fight for it at third, but they'll get it. And Atkinson will take it down.
Wirecast.
So that's going to be 1 down with a runner on first. And now Tyler James will come up. He's 2 for 3.
Second baseman Tyler
Has
James.
scored a run, 2 singles, and a stolen bag. It's better yet to rephrase the question. What's the percentage? How many times on average does it take a hitter to actually get a bunt down? 1, 2, you know, 1 time, 2 time, another throw over to first from Trees. That'd be interesting, you know, if somehow you could find a stat on that. It'd be really impossible, but, you know, if you could come up, I bet to say it would be 2 to 3 times. Here's a pitch, high and tight. It'll be ball 1. Interesting part of the game, you know, just bunting, you know, small ball fundamentals. But, you know, it's kind of a part of the game that's been behind. So, big hits, and here's the second pitch. Fastball outside, it's 1-1. James is like he wanted to potentially bunt that. He brought it in, and he's getting a call over there from the skipper, Bobby Halford at third. Might be laying down. Here's another pickoff move at first again to Anderson. That's 3 out of 4 attempts. So, third time in the last 4 motions of thrown ball. Here's a pitch. Fastball. It's ripped out to right field. Rick is coming up. He'll catch it. Here's the throw to first to get Anderson, but backing up is the catcher, Howell. They had a good opportunity to Riddick to pick off Anderson at first to double him up, but he doesn't. So that's a fly out to right fielder Riddick again. That guy's been busy for Bethel. He's playing a good game defensively. So up next, Tyler Richardson will come up, to center fielder. Up by 5 runs now. 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th inning. Come to next half will be top of the 7th for the 7th inning. Again, thanks for listening so far in the tournament. Here in the SSAC Sports Network, Daryl Puckett here with you on broadcast. Treese looks on. Here's the first pitch. A breaking ball up high. Doesn't break as much, and that's ball 1. So 1-0 is the count with 2 outs. Treese about to get out of this bottom half right here. Here's the second pitch in the dirt for a ball. And it's 2-0. So Richardson, 386. Came into the game batting 380. He's risen a little bit up to 386. He's got 2 bombs, 33 runs batted in. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 3. So it's 3-0. Richardson's got an RBI in this game. 2 for 3. Here's a 3-0 pitch. Fastball. Not even going to chance to swing. It's going to be 3-1. I wonder what the percentage of 3-0 people actually swing. That'd be a good question, too.
Of Wirecast.
So 3-1's the count. Hitters count. Here's the inside, swung and fouled off right off the foot of Richardson. He's shaky a little bit. Have to shake it off. Now it's 3-2. Can't tell how many times I see that. It's 3-0. Of course, he throws a strike on 3-0. Then the guy fouls the ball off, and now we're back full, 3-2. And a throw over to first. Not in time to get Anderson. So Tree staying busy, making his throws over there.
Wirecast.
3-2's the count. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Hit. Swung out to right field. Riddick is going to fly up under it again, and he settles up under it for out number 3. So Riddick out and right has been busy for Bethel on the day, but that's going to do it for the 6th inning here. William Carey leaves a runner on first base after a leadoff walk. Now do it through 6 innings of play. We're in turn be top of the 7th inning, and Michael Brasili will come off the leadoff for Bethel. In return, your scores: Crusaders 5, Wildcats nothing. You're listening to SSAC Sports Network.
I had a dream, a beautiful dream. I couldn't believe how real it seemed. Up on stage, in the field of green, finding river, a song you'll sing. When I wake up, I'll see you here in Montgomery. We're dreaming true.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So top of the 7th inning, Michael Brasili will lead off. Gavin Culpepper still on the mound for William Carey. Brasili 0 for 2, grounding out the third and has a strikeout. Here's the first pitch, and it's inside, and Brasili can't hold up. He kind of moves a little bit with the bat, a piece of it, so that goes off foul, and it's going to be 0-1. So this is the point in the game. You've got 7 hits, as Bethel does. Only 11 for William Carey, but they've scored 5 runs off that. So Bethel needs to wake up here soon. Here's a second pitch, far and outside with a cutter, it looked like. It's 1-1. So 1-1's the count. Culpepper still on the mound. Here's the lineup. And the pitch, hit right up the middle past Culpepper. That's the 8th hit that Bethel's gotten off of him. And that's another leadoff single to lead off another inning for Bethel. Let's see if it leads to anything in this one. Brasili on first base with a leadoff single. And Dietz is warming up for Bethel in the bullpen. A little action for William Carey as well. Might see Dietz come in.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So here at the plate is Colton Kell. And he takes a first pitch, ball outside. And it's 1-0. And warming up in the bullpen for William Carey is J.D. Stockstill. Here's the pitch. Swung off, hit outside, just foul. So it'll go 1-1.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So 1 ball, 1 strike. I want to thank you for listening so far through here, Game 2 of the SSAC Conference Baseball Championship. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball outside, strike 2. So Culpepper's, he's pitched very, very well through this game, and just, he's given up 8 hits, but not 1 run's come across. Defensively, turned a few double plays, made some good grabs over at third. Here's the 1-2. Fastball outside. And it'll be 2-2. And it's double deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 5-0's your score. William Carey leads it by 5 runs. Here's the pitch. Swung, and it's going to be fouled off, out foul. And it'll stick 2-2. So back to the major leagues. How about this extra innings ball, free baseball in the bottom of the 11th inning out in New York between the Rays and Yankees. It's 2-2. And this game looks like it's been kind of over the plate. Good news for Rays, pushing it off. Here's the pitch. Swung through and miss. And that's going to be a strikeout. So Kell will sit down. And that's going to be the 5th strikeout for Culpepper. He's got 95 on the year now. Excuse me, he's got 96. Fell behind.
Number 2, Taylor Patterson.
So a pinch hitter will come in. Number 2 will come in for Bethel. Be Taylor Patterson. He'll come in. So righty on righty with 1 out. Runner on first. Here's the first pitch in the dirt outside. Ball 1. So Taylor Patterson, 233. He's got no runs batted in. Looks on. Here's Culpepper. Pitch. Swung out. Hit. Grounded out to short. Can't get the runner at second, but makes the play at first. So good job by Brasili just to advance a second. As Speedy Brasili gets his way out there. And Patterson will be put down with a 6-3 putout. So coming up next will be second baseman Wes Warren with 2 down. And again, Culpepper has just found a way, just weave his way in and out of trouble in this baseball game. I mean, he's been so close so many times of getting up runs, but has worked out. So 2 outs, and Warren's at the plate with a runner on second. And here's the pitch. Breaking wide, cuts through, and strike 1. So it's 0-1. I tell you, a good game to look forward to. Faulkner and Bruton Parker should be something to look forward to coming up next in Game 3. So 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Outside again. It's going to be 0-2. So Warren falls down in the count to Culpepper, 0-2. There's 2 outs with a runner on second. That's Brasili. Bethel looking to get on the scoreboard for the first time in this game. Here's Culpepper. Breaking ball is going to hit him right in the back, and Warren's just going to trot over to first base. And that might be a sign that Culpepper's control might be about out. He's at 93 pitches. So up next will be Kendall Atkinson. And they're going to let him continue trying to finish through 7. So 94 pitches, 64 strikes, and 30 balls thrown by Gavin Culpepper. He's in set for the win. Here's the first pitch. It's fouled off behind the plate. To the screen, it's 0-1. So Atkinson down the count. One thing I like, though, about Bethel's hitters is that they are aggressive. It's not that they're hitting bad. It's just a lot of the times a lot of balls being hit in this game have just been unlucky for the Wildcats. Not a lot of luck on their sides. Here's the pitch. It's going to be fall a little low and be 1-1. So the lefty Atkinson digs in. Counts 1-1. It's 11. 2 outs. Down by 5 runs. 5-0. Crusader. Top of the 7th inning. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Lowe picks it up and tries to get away out of the way of Atkinson. As Atkinson, in his own right, doesn't have to get out of the way of the pitch if it's in the dirt. Technically, he could just sit there all day and just have to let the catcher work around him. So the count's 2-1 to Kendall Atkinson with 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. Takes a deep breath, Culpepper, and he'll step off, look at second. Came close to balking again on that one. He's going to have to be careful about his progressions through the mound in his stretch. So he's on the mound. Now he comes set, full stop. Here's the pitch, up high fastball, ball 3. So your count's 31, hitters count. 3 balls, 1 strike to Atkinson. And Culpepper's taking his time,
Wirecast.
as well he should. He'll come set. Here's the pitch, outside, he just loses it. And that's going to walk, the bases loaded. So Warren's going to move to second. Brasilia will finally get to third. And Atkinson will be on first. That'll be the first walk given up by Culpepper.
Right field, Riddick.
And that's going to be the day for Gavin Culpepper. Looks like they're going to be making the switch. Bobby Halford taking a trot out to the mound
Of Wirecast.
and see what they do. It would be the day for Gavin Culpepper. The big righty, he's pitched very well. He's got to make a tough call here. You're up by 5 runs. The bases are loaded. And you kind of have to think, is the skipper going to say, hey, can my guy come out here and just finish it off? Now that's Gavin Culpepper's job to go out there and convince him. And it looks like he did, so looks like Culpepper talked his way out of it. Must have convinced his coach, skipper Bobby Halford, that, hey, I've got enough to keep going in this. And so he'll stick in with 2 down, and coming to the plate now is Lucas Riddick. He is 1 for 3. Reach on the fielder's choice is first AB. Grounded out, a little dribbler to the catcher over to first, and has a single.
Of Wirecast.
So 1 for 3 at the plate, Riddick. And here's the pitch. Inside fastball, strike 1. So Culpepper just telling himself this is probably his last batter regardless of what happens. He wants to get out of this inning unscathed. 5-0, still pitching a shutout. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A fastball inside, just going to miss, so ball 1. So it's 1-1.
Is a demonstration of Wirecast.
In this game, Bethel has batted .296. Has batted strong. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball. It's swung. Hit out to left field. Coming back under its Bel Air, and that will do it for out number 3. So Bethel, just another heartbreak inning. They leave the bases loaded, and that'll do it for the top of the 7th. So in turn, they be the bottom half of the 7th inning, and Michael Wells will come up to lead it off for the Crusaders. Your score is Crusaders 5, Wildcats nothing. We'll be right back. You're listening to SSAC Sports Network.
I had a dream, a beautiful dream. I couldn't believe how real it seemed. Up on stage, in a field of green, on the winding river, and a song you'll sing. When I wake up, I'll see you in Montgomery, where dreams come true.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Bottom half of the 7th inning, right after the mid-half 7th inning stretch. It's 5-0 at the plate. Michael Wells, first baseman. He'll lead off. Here's the pitch. First pitch up high for ball 1.
Demonstration of
It's 1-0.
Wirecast.
Here's the 1-0 pitch, thrown in there. It's swung off, grounded out to second base, picked up by Warren, and shifted over to Seaton for out number 1. It's a 4-3 putout, and it'll be 1 down here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. So good work on the mound by Tree, still out there. Tree still on the mound. And up next for William Carey will be the catcher, Nick Lowell. So Lowell will dig in. Here's the first pitch from Trees. Outside, breaking ball in the dirt, ball 1. So we'll take a look back over here. Top of the 12th, the Yankees in red up 2-2. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ground balls hit out to short, picked up. Thrown over first in the dirt, but gets past Seaton over at first base. And Howell's going to back it up the catcher. So put it on. See how they scored. And it's going to be an E6 off the throw from Atkinson. So an E6, error on the shortstop, throwing error, put Nick Lowell in first. And Larson Barker will come up to the plate. The third baseman. 2 for 3. Coming to pinch run for Lowe again. But Barkern's up at the plate. He's 2 for 3. A double and a single and a score twice. To Riddick, his last AB. Here's Treese. The breaking ball. Pitch swung away. A hit out to right field. A dive is Riddick in right field. He'll make another catch. Riddick has done a fantastic job. Lucas Riddick out there again in right field. That's his second dive for another outstanding catch. It's 2 down. So I'll put Miller. He'll come back to first. 2 down here in the bottom half of the 7th. And Alex Buechler will come up the right fielder.
Right fielder, Alex Beckler.
So Buechler up there. He's 0 for 2. He's walked once, grounded out to the pitcher and struck out. Here's the pitch. Fastball, pie. Ball 1. I'll have to go back and look at the Gold Glove Awards, because Lucas Riddick definitely deserves one if he hasn't gotten it. Here's the pitch. Swung off, fouled off behind the plate to the bleachers, and it'll be 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. It's 5-0. Crusaders with a man on first. That's going to be Chris Miller after the Nick Lowell air out to short. Pitch is going to be fouled off over next to the Hospitality. Sent over in right field near the bullpen, foul. It's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, we're looking on top 12th between the Yankees and Rays out in New York. It's tied 2-2. Talk a little bit more about that in a second. Here's the 1-2 pitch outside. It's 2-2. It's even. Deuce is wild. So out in Minnesota, Tigers have come back from being down in that one. They lead 10-7 by 3 now in the bottom of the 9th. A few more games. Look at one more still going. That's out in San Diego. It's all tied between the Padres and Astros. 1-all in the top of the 4th. So here's a 2-2 pitch. 2 out. Swung through and missed. Strikeout. And that's going to be out number 3. Buechler will go down the second time in this game swinging. And that will do it for the 7th inning. So Trees gets out of another little bit of, I wouldn't call it much of a jam, but he gets out unscathed. And after 7 innings, your score is Wildcats 0, Crusaders 5. When we come back, we'll be top of the 8th. And up next to lead off, will be the first baseman, Sam Seaton. Your score, Crusaders 5, Wildcats 0. We'll be right back. You're listening to SSAC Sports Network.
We know that for you, it's all flavor. You want unique combinations that truly tempt your taste buds. Culinary classics that go to a whole new level. You like being served fresh takes on old favorites. All in a fun, stylish, casual place to be. All we see that smile when you take your very first bite. So come see us at Nuke's Eatery.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Top of the 8th inning, and Gavin Culpepper, his day is done. He pitched 7 innings, gave up 8 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. And now coming out to the mound is going to be another big righty, and it'll be J.D. Stockstill, 1-0 on the season, 2.78 ERA. This is his 22nd game appearance. That's the most on the team. He's pitched 22 2/3 inning, giving up 20 hits, and he struck out 26. So the righty will come up, and he'll face Sam Seaton. And here's the first for strike 1. So it's 0-1, top of the 8th inning. Bethel's down by 5 runs. They're going to have to make a comeback right here. Here's a second pitch. Breaking ball, swung through and missed. So 0-2's the count. And here's a pitch from Stockstill. Another breaking ball, far and outside. It's 2-2. Excuse me, 1-2. Got a little ahead of myself. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stockstill comes set, glove, wind up. Here's the pitch. Again, outside breaking ball. Now it's 2-2. So Still and out number 1 here in the top of the 8th inning. So up next, the third baseman Ismael Sanchez will come to the plate. Strikeout number 1 for Stockstill. That's his 27th strikeout of the season. So here comes Sanchez, the lefty, work his way at the plate. And here's the first pitch. Is stroke out to right center. Going around first is Sanchez. Going to make his way to second. Here's the throw. And he'll slide in safe for a 1-out double to right center. So Sanchez in business and on second base with 1 out. And they're going to say he didn't touch first base. And Stockstill is going to make a throw at the first. And a costly mistake. Wow. Sanchez misses first base. I don't even know how to write that in my book. They're going to call it a force out. Over at first base. So a lot of confusion. Rusty Thompson trots out there to try to talk with first base umpire. So if it counts, it'll be 2 down. And it will. So a force out at first. That's going to take the double away. So a force out at third, and that'll do it for Sanchez. Up next will be Chase Howell, the catcher. Howell's 0 for 3. He's had a rough day at the plate. But again, like I've said, past couple innings, Bethel's played a heck of a game. They've got 9 hits, but you see right there, everything just doesn't work out right. Here's the first pitch from Stockstill. It's a breaking ball. Strike 1 to Howell. Right when you think something's going right for Bethel, turns right around. Here's the second pitch. Outside, another breaking ball. It's 0-2. So 2 outs here. And Bethel's down to their final 4 outs. They're down by 5 runs, 5-0. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung through and missed. And he's going to drop it, but picked up by Lowe. And he'll throw it to first, and that'll be the second strikeout. And the 3rd out for J.D. Stockstill and William Carey. So that'll do it for the top half of the 8th inning. So we'll return, it'll be the bottom half of the 8th. And coming to lead off will be Charlie Belair. We're going to turn for the Crusaders. Your score is 5-0. William Carey lead. You're listening to the SSAC Sports Network.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
I had a dream, a beautiful dream. I couldn't believe how real it seems. Up on stage, in the field of green, on the winding river, and a song you'll sing. When I wake up, I'll see you here in Montgomery, where dreams come true.
Of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
5-0 your score. Crusaders up by 5 against Bethel University. But the Crusaders will be up to the plate, and it'll be Charlie Belair to lead it off, the left fielder. There's Belair, though, in this game, 2 for 3. He's got a pair of singles and a strikeout. So looking on, here's the first pitch. Fastball, swung through and missed. It's 0-1. And here's the 0-1 pitch. High and outside fastball will be 1-1. Tree still out on the mound for Bethel. This should be his last outing. If Bethel can't score more. Breaking ball, outer half, fastball. Or it could be 1-2. Could be a fastball and a breaking ball at the same time. So it's 1-2. To the hitter at the plate's Belair. Here's the pitch. Swung through and missed. That's going to be a strikeout and out here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. So Belair will take a seat on the pine. Up next will be Jordan Anderson. So Anderson in this game is coming up. Someone had a tough game batting-wise. He's 0 for 2. Has flew out to first base and center field, but he did walk his last AB. Pitch from Treese. Another breaking ball, and it's stroked right up the middle for a 1-out single, putting Anderson on first base with 1 out. So 1 pitch, 1 swing, and a base hit. And up next will be Cody Christian, the shortstop. Christian is 1 for 4. He's got a single and has done about everything else you can think of on about the ways he could get out. He's lined out both to right field and first and flew out to shortstop. That was the 1 out to medium left. Here's the first pitch. Fastball and swung. High fly ball to right field. Going back is Riddick at the track. He dives and catches it at the wall for out number 2. And that ball was so close from getting over the 320 fence out in right field. Put a good swing on it. And that's going to be another out recorded by Riddick out in right field. So Trees got away with that one. That one almost left the ballpark here in Patterson Field. That would have been the first big fly of the day in this tournament. So the second baseman, Tyler James, will come up to the plate, the righty. Here's the pitch. Fastball, inner half, strike 1. It's 0-1. So the pitch was driven right, deep right field by Christian. A bit of power for the shortstop. Here's a throw over to first. Won't get him. Won't be in time, so he'll toss it back to him. Here's the 0-1 pitch, taking his time. Comes sets Treese to the plate. Fastball in the dirt, and it's 1-1. So Anderson over at first base. Treese still on the mound, pitching well for Bethel. Here's the pitch. Stroked right up the middle for the second time in this inning. Anderson's around second, and he'll come back and step on second. So 2 outs. You get 2-out base hit for Tyler James, and he'll be over on first base. And Jordan Anderson will trot over to second. So up next will be the 3-hole hitter, Tyler Richardson. So Richardson will dig in. He's 2 for 4. He's got a pair of singles and grunting out to short and flew out to right. That's how his day's looking. So Treese will come set on the mound. Takes a glance at Anderson. Here's a pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. And that'll be a ball, so 1-0. And Richardson can really put this game out of reach. It's probably closer there now, but with a single here, that add another run to make it 6-0. Here's Treese, confused on the mound, but then makes the pitch, but he gets a called strike on the outside. 1-1's the count to the 3-hole hitter, Tyler Richardson, for William. So ball's in his right hand. Glove bent over left side. Now he comes set, ball to glove. Looks on, he's going to step off, take a glance at second Anderson, and reset it. The count's 1-1 with 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th inning. Bethel will have 3 more outs to deal with at the top of the 9th to come back in this game. They're down by 5 runs.
This is a demonstration.
Here's Clay. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball a little too low, and it'll be ball 2. Mind you, the game right after this one will be number 7 Bruton Parker will take on number 2 Faulkner. That'll be game 3 or 4 today's broadcast. Swung, hit out to center field. On comes Owen, and he'll set up under for out number 3. So that'll leave 2 runners on for William Carey, but they still lead by 5 in this one. So after 8 innings, your score is Cruise 5, Wildcats nothing. And the last chance for Bethel, and they come back to the top of the 9th inning, and Michael Brasili will lead it off for the Wildcats. 5-0. We'll be right back. You're listening to SSAC Sports Network.
This is a demonstration broadcast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
At Nukes, it's all about flavor. You want unique combinations that truly tempt your taste buds. Culinary classics that go to a whole new level. You like being served fresh takes on old favorites, all in a fun, stylish, casual place to be. All we want is a smile when you take your very first bite.
Top of the 9th inning, first pitch from Stockstill to Brasili. Goes inside for a ball 1. So here's the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball inside, and it's 1-1. So what Bethel needs right now is base runners. They're down 5-0, and here's the pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt outside, and it's 2-1. So if Michael Brasili can get on, that'll bring up Colton Kell. He's on deck, getting his cuts in. Here's the pitch, 2-1. Stroked right up the middle, and Brasili leads off the top of the 9th with a single. They're down 5-0 in the top of the 9th inning. So good work for the play, and that'll bring up the lefty, Colton Kell. So in a big situation right here
Designated hitter, Colton Kell.
for Kell in this spot. A pinch hitter looks like it's going to come on deck for Bethel. Let's say who that is when he comes up. So looking around, here's the pitch still outside for ball 1. And on deck is Clayton Parker. He's going to be pinch hitting for Owen. So taken from the stretch, the second pitch, the 1-0 in there for a fastball and a strike. It's 1-1. So Parker on deck. Kell's at the plate, 1-1 count. Runner on first is Brasili. And here's the second pitch. Fastball swung away and missed. It's 1-2. So this is where it matters right here. If you're Colton Kell, you have to get around, somehow find your way on base. And a base knock would be Well, here's Stockstill from the stretch. Breaking ball in the dirt. It's 2-2. Again, coming up, game 3 will be Faulkner and Bruton Parker. Should be a really good game here for game 3 at Patterson Field in downtown Montgomery, Alabama. Here's a 2-2 pitch in the dirt. Now it's full, 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Bethel now has 10 hits without a single run in this game. It's 5-0. William Carey leads.
Of Wirecast.
Each team with an error each. Crusaders have scored 5 runs off 13 hits. So here's Kale, looks on. The 3-2 pitch is away. Swung through and miss. And that's going to be a strikeout. That's a third K for Stockstill since he's come in for Culpepper. And that'll be out number 1. The plate will be a pinch hitter. It'll be Parker Clayton.
Pinch hitting for the Wildcats, number 6, Clayton Parker.
Or Clayton Parker.
Is a demonstration of
Had his name backwards. Clayton Parker will come in. Of course, first pitch. Fastball in there for strike 1. You know, it happens every once in a while. You're glancing at a roster sheet. Take the first name for the last. It happens. So it's 0-1 with 1 out. Runners on first is Brasili still. And here's the pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. It's 1-1.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So Clayton Parker, the pinch hitter, the lefties at the plate. The count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top in the 9th inning. On the mound, J.D. Stockstill for William Carey. Here's the pitch. Fastball outer half, strike 2. Count 2 now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. Stockstill comes down, gets a call from Lowell. He agrees. Nods. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. He blocks it up. Good job from Lowell. And the count will go right 2-2. Double deuces on the pitching count with 1 out. Brasili on first base. Trying to advance him is Parker. Here's the pitch. Swung through and miss. And that'll be out number 2 and strikeout number 4 for J.D. Stockstill. And there's 2 down. So Wes Warren, the leadoff man, playing second base as well. He'll be the last hope for Bethel in this baseball game. He'll dig in. Stockstill on the mound. Runner on first, Brasili gave up the leadoff hit. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball inside, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top of the 9th inning. Bethel down to their last out, and their leadoff man, Wes Warren, is down the count 0-8. So coming even, set, ready. Here's the pitch. Outside, it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Taking his time on the mound. Got his arm dangling, right arm. Now he comes set. Here's the pinch. Breaking ball outside, 2-1. Stockstill is one of those guys that can come straight. He's now got 30 strikeouts on the year. Opposing batting average is only .237 through 24 1/3 innings pitched, .259 ERA. So here he is. The plate's Warren, last chance, 2 outs. Here's the pitch in the dirt again. It's 3-1, the hitters count.
This is a demonstration of
So the loss right here, that would put Bethel in the loser's bracket, and they will play the loser of the Faulkner-Bruton Parker game. The win would have put William Carey in the winner's bracket. And the pitch, 3-1's outside, and it's going to be a 2-out walk. And I'll put Warren on first base and move Brasili over to second. So still life out there for Bethel. And Kendall Atkinson, the shortstop, he'll come up to the plate. He's 0 for 3. Fielder's choice. He reached on one of those. Flew out to left field and hit into a 6-4-3 double play in his at-bats today. And he's walked once. So he's 0 for 3. 2 outs. Here's the first pitch. Fastball, inner half, strike one. Stockstill gets the call, glances at second, comes set. Comes at plate. The 1-0 swung right up the middle, gets past a diving Christian. Run's going to come around to score. Here's the throw at the plate. Lowe comes in and tries to tag him from behind, but doesn't get it. And Brasili comes around to score for the first run of his game for Bethel. And Elliott Bush is going to come into the game now. Check out J.D. Stockstill. And that'll do for J.D. Stockstill on the mound for Crusaders. So it's 5-1 your score.
Of Wire.
Runners will advance and move up. We'll let you know what they are right after this. The new pitcher, Elliott Bush. And we'll let you know more about him when we return. Your score is 5-1, top of the ninth, 2 outs. And down to our last out is Bethel will return down by 4 runs. Listen to SSAC Sports Network.
I had a dream, a beautiful dream. I couldn't believe how real it seemed. Up on stage, in a field of green, on the winding river, and a song you'll sing. When I wake up, I'll see you here in Montgomery, where dreams come true. Had a dream.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
So it will not be Elliott Bush. Wrong roster, Red. Hey, it happens. So on the mound will be Chris Miller.
Of Wirecast.
Chris Miller will come on the mound with 2 outs, trying to get this last one right here. So up to the plate. Up to the plate will be Kendall Atkinson. Here's the first pitch, high and outside for ball 1. Excuse me, it's Lucas Riddick now up to the plate. Atkinson's over at first. Warren moving it. So Atkinson with a single up the middle. The count is 1-0 to Riddick. Here's the pitch. Outside, strike 1. It's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, top of the ninth. That's on the scoreboard. It's 5-1. And Miller taking his time. Comes set now. Looks at second. Glances back and forth and fires the pitch away. Fastball, it's hit out to third base, picked up, and he'll tag the runner, and that'll do it. So that will do it for this baseball game. Game 2 here, the final is 5-1, and William Carey will win this one.
Final score of today's game.
So William Carey will move on in the winner's bracket. They'll face the winner of Game 3 today between number 2 Faulkner Eagles and the number 7 Bruton Parker Barons. So again, 5-1 is your final. And today's game will be Pepper. He improved to 9-2 on the season, so good job, Gavin. And good pitching for the Crusaders. So 5-1 final here in Game 2 between number 6 Bethel and number 3 William Carey. And that'll wrap it up for Game 2. So we'll take more of an extensive break again, around 35 to 40 minutes to kind of get things going. And you can click off this one broadcast and go look on our YouTube page. Contents will be Game 3, and it will be entitled number 7 Bruton Parker versus number 2 Faulkner. And you can click on that for the live broadcast and feed for the Southern States Conference Baseball Championship Tournament here at Patterson Field in Montgomery, Alabama. So for Darrell Puckett, we'll take a break, and we'll come back for the start and first pitch of Game 3 between Bruton Parker and Faulkner. You've been listening to SSAC Sports Network.
A beautiful dream. I couldn't believe how real it seemed. Up on stage in a field of green, on the winding river, and a song you'll sing. When I wake up, I'll see you here in Montgomery, where dreams come true.
So come see us at Nuke's Eatery. At Nuke's, we know that for you, it's all about flavor that truly tempt your taste buds. Culinary class go to a whole new level. You like being served fresh takes on old favorites, all in a fun, stylish, casual place to be. All we want is to see that smile when you take your very first bite. So come see us at Nuke's Eatery.